Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my Disney World vlog series. What am I doing? I have no idea, but welcome back to the vlog. I am coming back at you, popping in and out of this video to let you know what happened, because I think this is like maybe one of the most like mixed up ones that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to be popping in and out, letting you guys know what's up, what's happening, the whole like storyline, what went on behind the scenes. Make sure you guys subscribe and like this video as well, because I mean, hey, it's Disney World. Who doesn't like Disney World? Actually, I'm not gonna make this intro so long. Let's just get on to part 2 of the Disney vlog, which is Hollywood Studios. Alright guys, day 2 at Disney and we're at Hollywood Studios right now. I keep like looking over here. We're at Hollywood Studios right now and we came here super early, so now it's not as hot, thankfully, for now. We're gonna go see a Little Mermaid, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, it's just so nice, so beautiful here. It literally feels like I'm back in California, which is kind of weird, but yeah, it's really cool. Buzz. After we were walking around and just checking out the park, we wanted to go to Toy Story Land first. And then when we were walking in, we saw like this long line. I was like, what is this line for? Because we got there right when the park opened. So we looked and we kept walking into the park and we found out that it was the ride for Slinky Dog Dash. And I'm guessing that that was the most recent ride to Toy Story Land. And the wait was 2.5 hours. Literally 2.5 hours long. Like the line was like out of the section of Toy Story Land. Like the line was that long. And I was like, no, let's not do that. So we kept walking around and then we got in line for this ride. All right, we're on the ride. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, it's pretty. Oh my God. Walking around Toy Story Land, oh my gosh, it literally feels like you're as small as a toy because everything's just so big and it's like it's weird. It's but I love it, you know. After walking around Toy Story Land, we're like, hey, let's keep walking. So then we went past like this little like Incredibles kind of section. It was really cool. All they had was like Edna Mode and you can just go and meet her, but we're like, hey, let's go and like just meet her later. We can see some other stuff. So we walked around and then we were walking past this one area and it was spewing out all this good AC, but like, keep in mind, it was early in the morning, the humidity hadn't hit hard yet, so I wasn't like too hot, but I was like, hey, it feels really good, the AC is like, but I was like, hey, let's go inside here, you know, cool down for a little bit after all the walking. Wow. Walt himself. Oh, this is so cool. But then afterwards, we walked around and I was like, oh my gosh, Little Mermaid, she's my favorite princess. Let's go see what this is. So it was like a little like live show of the Little Mermaid and it was pretty cool.
Where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
watching the show, I was like, hey, let's just keep walking around because we keep going into these places with AC. I was like, let's just keep going around and go on like a ride or do something. So all of a sudden we were walking and then it started raining. And when it rains in Florida, like it rains in Florida, like it was pouring down. And I was like, oh my gosh, bust up the umbrella, let's go in and get something to eat. So we went and got some food and just waiting for the rain to die down. And then our brother's like, hey, like let's stop waiting inside for the rain. Let's go in to see Mickey and Minnie. I was like, yeah, that's cool. We can go inside and wait in there. So the line was like maybe 30 minutes long. And we went in and I was like, okay. I was like, it's Mickey and Minnie, you know, like I saw them, you know, at Animal Kingdom. And then I was walking in and oh my gosh, like as I was getting close, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm meeting Mickey and Minnie. Like this is happening. I'm about to go see Mickey and Minnie. Oh my gosh, we're like the next people in line. After we saw Mickey and Minnie, then we walked over to like the Star Wars area, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to do this, you know, this Star Tour because it's only like maybe 30 minutes long, and it wasn't that bad. And then we walked in there, I was like, whoa, I like this. All right, we're about to do a Star Tour, and there's C-3PO and R2-D2 back there, and we're almost there. It's taking like 30 minutes. I'm like, bruh, I want to go see the tour. It should be really cool and fun, and yeah, there's a video playing.
On time, every time. So when your plans call for intergalactic travel, call Star Tours.
And sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Goodbye.
And put on these glasses. Glasses over glasses is always the move. Ready for the Star Tour. Yeah, so the Star Tour was really great. Highly recommend. I loved it. And then afterwards, I was like, hey, let's keep walking, let's see. And then the park started getting busier, and it started getting hotter too. And then we walked around and went over to Haunted Mansion? I can't remember. Got my computer out so I can say the exact name of this ride, because I don't want to be getting clocked in the comments. Oh, okay, I got it. Then after we kept walking, I was like, hey, let's go to the Tower of Terror. The Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror. Say that 5 times. I bet you can. Tower. Afterwards, I was telling my brother, I was like, hey, I want to go to the Tower of Terror. I got it. And I want to go and, you know, just do the ride. But the line was like so long and I was just so hot. And, you know, I don't know if you guys been through Humidity, but to the ones who have, you know how this feels when you just feel sticky and gross and just the heat, and it's just... So I was like, you know, I just don't want to wait in the line right now. And then the people, right when we were walking up there, there's like this live performance that was going on. And the guy was like, oh, come in, there's more seats. And my brother was like, hey, let's just do this. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So we went in over there, and it was a Beauty and the Beast live show. And you guys, it was pretty great. I loved it.
It's for dinner.
We'll keep it simple.
What are you talking about? What's going on? Come on, Mom.
Come along, Chip, dear.
Oh, dear.
Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide.
Then after the Beauty and the Beast show, I was like, hey, I really just like, you know, like I want to do like the Slinky Dogs ride. And our brother was like, you know what, let's just go and do it. Who cares about like the long wait in the line? Like, let's just go. So then we had walked all the way back over to Toy Story Land, and the wait time said like 160 to like 80-minute wait. And we're just like, oh my gosh, like 2 hours, like, But I was like, fine, let's just wait in the line. Literally, the line took maybe like an hour 15, maybe hour 30 minutes, which wasn't that bad. I was like, oh my gosh, it's better than like 2.5 hours. So we finally went on this Slinky Dog Dash, and y'all gotta do that. All right, about to ride Slinky Dog, and the wait time was like 2 hours, but only to like an hour and a half, which was good. Oh my god. After we got off Slinky Dog, I was like, okay, let's just, keep walking around, see some more stuff. So we were walking out, and then there was another line for this other ride, and I was like, what is this? And then I had no idea where we were going. It felt like we were going like around a corner, like back behind like the whole building. I was like, wait, what is going on? And I didn't really know what it was until I got up to the front, but it actually was this Toy Story Mania ride where you have like this little like color thing, and then you like pull the thing, you try to get like the rings or like the balls to hit the points on the screen. It's a little, it's like a little game ride. So yeah, that was really cool, but I didn't get any footage of the actual game because I was trying to win, but I did lose. But yeah, this is me going towards the ride. Okay, we're doing something. I'm like, where are we walking to? Oh, it's like a play set. I think I like this because there's AC, so I'll be happy with it. After the ride, we went to the gift shop and all the Toy Story stuff was there. And oh my gosh, you guys will not believe what I saw. You guys, this Buzz and Woody little backpack is so cute. Like, should I splurge? $70? Like, it's worth it, bro. Like, look how cute it is. This Buzz Lightyear wall is so cute. And then, yeah, and that's where the video stops, really. Yeah, you see how I said that I was really horrible at vlogging? So after we went out of the gift shop, we kept walking around, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna take some pictures, because you gotta get some pictures in Disney World. So I went over and bought one of those, like, Mickey Mouse, like, vanilla ice cream dipped in the chocolate with the ears. I went and bought one of those, and I took some pictures and took photos right here so you guys could see all the photos. And then I looked and I saw there was an Indiana Jones show, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to go see this. And it was happening like it was gonna end like just before my mom was gonna come. I was like, oh, like hopefully she doesn't come early or anything, but actually it ended like right on time, so it was perfect. But I went and saw the show, and I didn't get any footage of the show. I thought that I did. Guess not, but the show was really cool, and they even had people in the audience and be in the show, and I really wish that I was in the show, but there was like tens of thousands of people there. Like, how could she just see a little of me, And then after the show, I was like booking it because my mom had just got over to pick us up, and I was like going, and I was going, and I was going. Later, and then I saw her like right when I was walking up, she had pulled up. I was like, oh my gosh, perfect timing. Yes. And yeah, and then that was it for Hollywood Studios. So yeah, sorry about such an abrupt ending to the vlog. That was really weird. Hopefully you guys enjoyed part 2 of the Disney World vlog. If you guys are excited, make sure you stay tuned for part 3 to see what the last park that we went to was. You guys probably already know, so stay tuned for part 3 of my Disney World vlog series. And yeah, just stay beautiful and handsome as you've already been before, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.